Hello everyone, welcome back to another educational vlog. Firstly, I want to start off with my mom, because if you didn't know, it's my mom's birthday. I mean, not gonna lie, we shouldn't be doing more fun things than doing this, but I think this is what mom prefers. It's my mom's birthday on August 24. So happy birthday, hope you have an amazing day. Like what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think we should just get straight into it.
So, what will be your topic for today, Jaiden?
Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about the London buses. I think I have said that in my previous video. I feel like it's a connection. Why not just start it off with London buses?
This will be your third educational blog about London, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so go for it then, Jaiden.
Yeah. Okay. So as you have heard, London doesn't only have public trains that they provide, but they also have public buses that you can access whatever age you are. The London buses only cover around the central London, but in every part of the UK there are like many buses, but like there are like different types of brand or communities of different buses. For example, if there's in Norwich, because Norwich is far from London, because I've been to Norwich before, they have like they have different buses to London, so, and maybe they have different buses to Brighton, Exeter, Scotland, or all sorts of that.
So the most common color of buses here in London is red, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think this time they are already producing as well the white one. I've seen the white one recently.
Oh yeah, they're just like advertisements on the buses.
Like Superloop.
Yeah, there are some Superloop.
Yeah.
Let's start off with, so London manages most buses out of the whole of UK, because London represents a very big part of the UK. It has the capital, so they also have the history about the London buses as well. So firstly, I'm gonna tell you what the London buses provide you. So when you enter the bus, but the buses are not free, by the way. Oh, they also have tour buses, by the way. So anyways, when you walk in the bus, it's just a basic bus. It's a bus.
It's a double-decker bus, yeah?
There are some...
Mostly.
Some buses that V's tweeting. Some buses are, some buses are one floor and some buses are double-decker. So when you walk in, you're gonna see like the amazing grand entrance. You're gonna see the driver, and then like getting in the bus.
Getting inside before you get inside.
You're gonna see like bunches of seats. You can sit, stand. There are spaces for wheelchairs. In buses, they provide like some type of hill or slide thingy for wheelchairs to come on the buses, so they don't have to walk all day. And so for the prams as well, because sometimes, it's hard for prams to get in the front door. You see that there are bunches of seats, I think it's the same for the upstairs as well. They also provide stop buttons. So when you're at your destination, you can press the stop button, and then it's gonna alert the driver when when they have to stop. All buses provide a very big board to show what bus stop is next. So if you know that's the name of your bus stop, well, you know where you're getting off. Also, if there are like some people who have like very big groceries, they can put it in like these, I don't know, kind of areas for your bags and stuff. So yeah, and on the upstairs of the bus for the double-decker buses, not really much, to be honest. It's just a whole load of seats, but at the back it's like 5 seats. I prefer downstairs, to be honest. I never go upstairs unless I want to go upstairs, because upstairs it's like really boiling hot, and it's safer downstairs as well. So yeah, I recommend the downstairs floor. And also, about me talking about that, the buses are not free. On the TfL website, I believe, you have to get like a Oyster or a zip card.
Oh, you're supposed to be sure the Oyster card.
I'm not showing my personal details, Dad. I'm not showing my personal details. So, yeah, you need like a zip card if you're like 10 to 18, and then if you're like 18 or above, like an adult, then you get an Oyster. So with the zip card, when you're entering the bus, you have to go to the driver and touch your zip card or the Oyster on the reader. Also, make sure to top up your Oyster or credit or zip card in case you have no money. On buses, for the zip cards, it's free, but when you go on the trains, it's not going to be free.
Free for the 11 years old below.
Yeah,
But above, you have to pay.
yeah, it's
So,
basically free for the kids.
The Oyster
babies,
card
so-
is like a bank card, isn't it?
Yeah,
When you onboard the bus, you have to touch in the reader or the machine.
If you don't have Oyster card, you can pay as well through the contactless,
for the
or
from the
your
credit card.
or your ATM card. So
And-
you have access especially if
If you-
you're in a foreign
yeah.
country.
Sorry.
You came from a foreign country, so you can use your credit card or your ATM card
So
to pay
like,
in the bus. They are not accepting at all any cash.
I was literally gonna say that.
Sorry.
My parents are
And
taking
Sorry.
supposed to be- if
We'll
you
leave
are
it to you.
my
You-
parents are taking over my educational
onboard the
vlog.
bus,
I'm
you
sorry.
have to be
I'm sorry.
there's an amount of money, enough money if you are travel. If there's no money on your Oyster card, you can.
You need to top up before you get into the bus.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it to Daddy, Jaiden, Daddy, please.
Thank you. So we'll get on to like the London buses. London has exactly 8,600 buses, and there are like many like buses that have different types of numbers, like 1 to like, I'm not sure, maybe 1,000, because the highest one I saw is 969 or 769 going to Witten, which is pretty near to our house. So I'm pretty sure that every bus covers every London borough. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure about Havering or Bexley Heath, because like they're very eastern, and and Sutton as well, because it's not. From my perspective, I don't think that Sutton should be counted as a London borough, but whatever it is. We can have bus numbers like maybe 260 or 94 or like 148 or like any type of bus number. And on the front of the bus, they're gonna show the destination and where the bus terminates. So if it's going to terminate at maybe Cockfosters Station, it's gonna terminate at Cockfosters Station. Buses have exactly 2 destinations. One, I don't really have to allocate them. So, for example, one might be Shepherd's Bush, and then one might maybe Piccadilly Circus Station. But because buses have like they have to evenly space out, they can't have like a small amount of stops. The bus with the smallest amount of stops, by the way, is, I actually forgot, but they only have 12 stops. And the longest bus with the most stops and the duration time is X26, which I took before going to Croydon, which is going to Heathrow Terminal 1, 2, 3, and 5, go all the way to Croydon. I think we filmed a video about it. But anyways, I'm going to explain like all the buses I normally take in my life. And I'll be showing you guys the destinations and my personal experience and how I go in it. So firstly is the 203. I take 203 to school like nearly every day, and I still have to take it to high school. 203 goes to Hounslow bus station, and Staines, which covers about only Hounslow for the London Borough. Might as well cover Hillingdon, whatever it is. We can have bus numbers like maybe 260 or 94 or like 148 or like any type of bus number. And on the front of the bus, they're gonna show the destination and where the bus terminates. So if it's going to terminate at maybe Cockfosters Station, it's gonna terminate at Cockfosters Station. Buses have exactly 2 destinations. One, I don't really have to allocate them. So, for example, one might be Shepherd's Bush, and then one might be maybe Piccadilly Circus Station. But because buses have like they have to evenly space out. They can't have like a small amount of stops. The bus with the smallest amount of stops, by the way, is, I actually forgot, but they only have 12 stops, and the longest bus with the longest bus with like the most stops and the duration time is X26, which I took before going to Croydon, which is going to Heathrow Terminal 1, 2, 3, and 5, go all the way to Croydon. I think we filmed a video about it. But anyways, I'm going to explain like all the buses I normally take in my life, and I'll be showing you guys the destinations and my personal experience and how I go in it. So firstly is the 203. I take 203 to school like nearly every day, and I still have to take it to high school. 203 goes to Hounslow bus station, and Staines, which covers about only Hounslow for the London Borough. Might as well cover Hillingdon because Staines is not in London, in fact. So yeah, that's pretty much for that.
It's still part of West London and Staines. Yeah.
Whereas I wouldn't really put Staines in London, but let's see. Next is 482. I also take this bus a lot, but I prefer 203 because it's quicker. So this bus goes to Southall, all the way to Heathrow Terminal 1, 2, 3, and 5, which covers Ealing, Hounslow, and Hillingdon, I believe. Ealing, Hounslow, and Hillingdon, because I live in one of the particular boroughs, but I'm not really gonna expose which borough I live in because, yeah. Next one is 260. I don't take this bus really much, but I just decided to include it in. 260 goes to Golders Green, all the way to White City bus station, aka Shepherd's Bush. They're basically the same thing, but let them be. So they cover boroughs such as Hammersmith and Fulham, Brent. I can't think of anything else because I don't know where Golders Green is. Harlesden is not a borough. Oh, Brent is in Harlesden, so maybe I'll just say Brent and Hammersmith and Fulham. But I think it's a really good bus. Oh, and forgot to mention, there are some buses that include charging plots where you can charge your phone. Mostly, I prefer the 111 because they have a big screen to tell you all the bus stops, and so you don't forget what bus what bus station you have to get off or your destination. And they have like a phone holder. They also have stop buttons on your seat, so you don't have to keep going up to press the nearest button, which is like, I don't know, 80 meters away from you or something. Because 111 is like one of the only buses that are like really modern, like futuristic, you know. There are like really other basic buses out there, but for 111, it's really modern, you know. It's really modern, you know. Next bus I'm going to say is, I'll say the SLA. SLA, so before it was 607, but recently it just changed to SLA because which SLA stands for Superloop, because all express buses, they turned into Superloops because like express buses, what they do is they skip some stops so they don't have to waste too much time on the unnecessary stops and only stop at the important stops, but that doesn't mean every stop is not important. 6 SLA goes from Uxbridge all the way to White City, which covers boroughs such as Ealing, Hammersmith and Fulham.
No, not
and
Hammersmith and Fulham.
Hillingdon.
No, it's not
Hillingdon.
Hammersmith.
No, because
Going
Westfield
to
is in Hammersmith and
Shepherd
Fulham.
Hammersmith
It's
and
not in
Fulham is
Kensington
in
and
Mama's
Chelsea.
place. Place.
Right. So this is what the Oyster card looks like, and this is what they give to you. So they have this kind of label with the oyster, and that's just the back. So when you touch your card on the reader on the bus, it's gonna cost you £1.75, aka 125 pesos.
Yeah.
You ride a one bus, yeah?
Yeah, and for a 1-day travel, if you take 3 buses in
Three
a day,
times a day or more.
it's gonna cost you £5 and 25
25.
pence. But in pesos, it's 240.
No, 300.
Maybe
Eight-
380.
No, 80 times 3 is 240.
Because 5 times 7, 350. So
It's
it
more
will
than
be cost
70.
maybe 370.
Yeah, so it's cost mostly at
For a day.
370. So that's
In a
after
day.
3 times you take the bus. Regardless if you take the bus in a day 10 times, you're gonna pay the same amount. It's
then
like
20 times
525 pounds a month, a day. So it's equivalent like 380 or 370 something
Yeah.
in peso.
Take your oyster.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
I think that will be all for now. I hope you have an amazing day. May God bless you. But please, say happy birthday to my mom. Because, she deserves it. She's the best mom in the world. What do you expect?
Thank you so much, Snap.
I know, right? You're welcome. So, I hope you have a good day, everyone. May God bless you. We're running out of time. Anyways,
Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you learned something for
you,
Jaiden's
everyone.
educational blog.
look out for my next educational
So if you
vlog.
are here, if you are
If you're
come
coming to
you
London,
can use this oyster or you can
Or
use your
your credit card.
Your credit card or your
debit
ATM
card
or
or
debit card, yeah.
credit card.
So thank you again. Stay safe and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.